You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's more likely to settle into a steady routine job rather than rise quickly or make bold moves in his career. You probably won't hear much big talk from him at all. He prefers actions over grand promises, but those actions will be quiet and careful. He'll do his work well and reliably, but he won't push himself forward or fight for promotions.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's not the type to yell or get angry, but doesn't bounce back quickly either. Instead, he's likely to pull away and keep his troubles to himself, maybe avoiding facing the problem directly. You'll rarely see him fight back or take charge in a crisis.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work usually find him easy to get along with. He's polite, keeps to himself, and doesn't pick fights or stir up drama. He won't be the life of the party, but he also won't be the cause of headaches for anyone.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He probably won't make a big show of pride, but he also won't feel threatened by your success. He's not the type to get jealous or compete with you about career achievements. He prefers to keep the peace and avoid conflict, so there won't be sulking or resentment if you do well.
What if you start earning more than him?
He is unlikely to secretly resent you or feel deeply insecure if you earn more than him. He tends to avoid conflict and doesn't chase after competition, so he won't turn your success into a battle. Instead, he might quietly accept the situation, keeping things peaceful and polite between you.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money with care and likes to keep things orderly. He is someone who believes in planning and prefers to stick to a budget rather than spending on a whim. You won't find him making risky purchases or wasting money on things he doesn't need.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives well within his means and doesn't pretend to be richer than he truly is. Flashy shows of wealth or keeping up with the neighbors are not important to him. You won't see him buying things just to fit in or look good. He's content sticking to what he can afford.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's not the warmest or most generous person when it comes to sharing, whether it's money or emotions. He takes care of his responsibilities and won't let anyone down. But he isn't someone who gives freely or surprises loved ones with gifts or kind gestures. He's polite and does what's right, but you might wish for more warmth, kindness, or openness from him.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is likely to be open and honest about money, keeping things straightforward and clear. He doesn't like arguments or power struggles, so he won't try to control you with money or keep secrets. He prefers peace at home, so he isn't one to use money as a tool for control.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's likely to see housework as a shared responsibility and will quietly do his part without making a fuss. He believes in keeping things neat and organized, so he won't just leave the chores for you. If you want a partner who helps out and believes in fairness around the house, he can be counted on for that.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will quietly step in and do his share of chores and even diaper duty rather than just standing by or giving instructions. He likes things to be neat and orderly, so he'll often handle the tasks himself to make sure everything is done properly. His help may be silent, but it's steady and reliable.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He's not the type to argue just to prove his point or make you feel small. Instead, when there's a disagreement, he usually goes quiet rather than start a fight. He won't push his opinion hard and he prefers to avoid harsh words or stubborn debates.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays respectful and keeps his feelings under control. He won't yell, say hurtful things, or act aggressively. Instead, he's more likely to withdraw and keep to himself, choosing silence over upsetting anyone.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he does not get angry very quickly. He is calm and keeps his feelings to himself rather than letting anger take over. You won't have to worry about sudden outbursts or harsh words from him.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is able to say sorry and take responsibility when he makes a mistake, though he might do it quietly without much fuss. He doesn't like arguments or blaming others, so he won't point fingers at you just to protect himself. He may not talk about it a lot or have long discussions, but you'll see through his actions that he tries to do better.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He is polite and careful not to cause conflict, so he will back off if you say you're uncomfortable or want to stop. With him, your comfort and consent are safe. He values keeping peace and treating you with respect.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He is not likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He's respectful and gentle, so he will accept your feelings quietly without making you feel guilty or starting an argument. You can trust that he'll handle these situations with quiet respect and understanding.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He is respectful and keeps personal matters private, never using them to hurt, embarrass, or put you down later. Even if you have disagreements, he won't expose or mock your vulnerabilities.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be faithful and not easily distracted by other women. He values routine and stability, and he's not the type to chase excitement or seek attention outside the relationship. You won't find him flirting or taking risks with your trust.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive. He is not likely to act jealous, be controlling, or always question where you are or who you're with. He prefers keeping things peaceful and trusts you to do your own thing.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a sign of a controlling personality. He is gentle and values peace. So he's not the type to use care as a way to control you or make all the decisions for you. You can expect steady support not strict rules or possessiveness disguised as protection.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and quietly do his share, especially when it comes to routines and keeping things organized. He believes in fairness and doesn't want to leave all the hard work to you. If you value practical, steady support, he will be right there with you as a partner in parenting.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He doesn't yell or say hurtful things. Instead, he handles mistakes quietly and avoids making a scene. His approach is to keep the peace at home, handle problems in a steady way, and avoid unnecessary drama.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and as your own person. He respects routines and fairness. So he understands that you need time and space for yourself as well as for the family. He values peace and cooperation. So he'll quietly support you, even if he's not very expressive about it.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who will suddenly ask you to quit your job after having a child. He believes in fairness and routine, and he's unlikely to make such demands or spring surprises on you. He's steady and practical, supporting you quietly without drama or hidden expectations.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with polite respect, making sure to greet them properly and follow good manners. However, his warmth may only go as far as being courteous and proper. He is not likely to be very expressive or openly affectionate with them. He values peace and calm, so he'll avoid arguments or rude behavior, but may not take the extra step to build a deep personal bond. He is the kind of man who will quietly try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and not make things worse. He does not like arguments or drama, so he will keep his reactions quiet and try to avoid adding fuel to the fire. His focus is on keeping peace in the home and not starting new conflicts.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he's the type who may be modern and supportive with you in private, but expect you to act like a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He values peace and order and doesn't want to create discomfort or draw attention to himself or the family. While he won't force you harshly, you might feel some gentle pressure to fit in and keep up appearances for the sake of family harmony.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it rather than take sides or jump into the middle of a family argument. He avoids conflict and prefers to keep things peaceful, so you might find him going quiet or stepping back when problems come up. His way is to let things calm down naturally instead of making a scene.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not strongly a mummy's boy, but he does value keeping peace at home and avoiding fights, especially with his mother. If there's a conflict between you and his mother, he is unlikely to choose sides openly or argue against her in front of the family. He won't betray you, but he also won't be bold about challenging his mother for your sake.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not likely to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He prefers to keep personal matters private and values peace over stirring up more drama. You can feel secure that your private moments and conflicts will stay between you both, not become family gossip.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out feels steady, calm, and predictable. He takes care of responsibilities, keeps the home organized, and avoids drama or loud arguments.